welcome to the session of cover letter writing. As you know that cover letter is a letter or application which is written in association of your job application, or you attach your cover letter with your CV. So in this session we will learn what you should write in this letter and how this letter should be drafted. So you are able to create a good impression on the employer for your job application, and it could be enhanced with your right experience. For this session, we are thankful for EDX, as we have taken certain inputs from interview skills and networking course, which was being run on EDX, and yes, we have taken certain inputs from slideshare.com also. So we acknowledge these resources which have been helpful in drafting this session. If I talk about the outcome of this session, at the end of this session, you should be able to understand the importance of cover letter, why it is so important things to keep in mind while making a cover letter, what are the do's and don'ts and the best practices while writing a cover letter, what is the right format of cover letter, and I have given some content points also. I have given some practice questions so that you could customize your cover letter as per your requirement. So let's start with the importance of cover letter. There may be a question from the students that when we have drafted a CV and we are sending our CV, then what is the need of cover letter? Because in short, we will going to be write almost the similar information which we have already given in the CV. So I would like to describe the major advantages of cover letter. Actually, it gives an added advantage over other applications. If you have drafted your cover letter appropriately, then there are more chances that your CV will get shortlisted. You can share that information which could not be covered in your resume or CV, which is actually directly relevant to the job you have applied for. And you may share your passion related to the organization or something related to job you have applied for, because everything cannot be written in CV. So if you are particularly passionate about the work or about the organization, that can be shown in a cover letter. Sometimes employers specifically ask for cover letter and may ask for specific questions also. At times they want to see about the writing skills of the candidate and how the candidate present himself. So at times employer may ask you to write a cover letter. In any case, you should know how to write a cover letter, and being an important document, it's important that cover letter should exhibit your overall personality and skills. Here I have given a simple format which I have taken from EDX course, Interview Skills in Networking. Here you can see that the cover letter has been started with a salutation, then first paragraph states the position you are applying, and it should include a tailored pitch that quickly and clearly explains why you are a good fit for this position. Then in second paragraph you can show your interest in the specific role. Then in third paragraph you should detail your most attractive qualities as a candidate and go in detail, and here you can exhibit to the employer why you are particularly qualified for this position. And in the last paragraph you can end up your cover letter by thanking him and or committee for considering you and express your interest in hearing from them again. So in this format you can write your cover letter, and you can follow this format, as in Asia this is one of the standard formats. Now I'll discuss with you what are the points that you should keep in mind while drafting your cover letter. Keep all the information authentic and present with humility. Don't brag about yourself, don't exaggerate your achievements. Make sure that whatever information you are conveying through your cover letter, that is authentic. If it is cross-checked, it should prove authentic. Do mention your achievements which add value to the profile, and in some case if somebody has referred you, do mention the name of the person, maybe a current employee or maybe a former employee or maybe a former friend, anybody could there be. If your resume has career gaps in between, cover letter is the place to clarify them, because In CV you cannot explain why there was a gap in your career, but in cover letter you can clarify that. Do not highlight any incompetence for the job. Even if you have some incompetency or some lacuna in your skills, still do not show or highlight this in cover letter. Be professional in approach while writing about your previous employer. Be nice. Means whenever you are writing a cover letter, don't criticize or put into a low esteem to your previous employer. Be nice to them because you have worked with them, so you should be nice to them. You need to customize your cover letter for every application differently. One cover letter may not fit for all the employers because the requisites and the aspirations and the vision of all the organization is different from one to another. So you should not write one cover letter for all the employers. Yes, you can take certain points and then you can draft it individually for separately for all the companies. It could be same industry but require different skill set. Means even if you are applying in the same industry, then also there may be requirement of different skill set, so kindly customize it. For different industries, always write separate cover letters. If you are writing for different positions, means if you are writing for entry level position, for middle level positions, for managerial position, so for all the positions you should customize your cover letter. For email, again there is a need to reframe it because there is and nowadays, because most of the time you have to write your application via email, so you should know how to write a cover letter through email. There are certain guidelines while you are framing your cover letter for emails. Paste the cover letter in the body of mail. Always do not attach your cover letter with your mail. Paste this cover letter in the body. Well written, short, concise, should be ready in Word format so that you could copy and paste. Attach resume and supplementary documents which have been asked by the employer. As I have told you in my earlier sessions also, save your resume in PDF format by your first name or by last name, and then send it to the employer because PDF format is advisable so that it remains the same as you have saved it. Have a clear and catchy subject line because at least employer should be interested in opening your CV and then to see it. Here we have given a set of practice questions. By answering these questions, you can write a better and customized cover letter. You can ask these questions from yourself and then you can write your answer as per the requirement of the employer. First question is what is a skill set, which requires what is the requirement of the employer, and then you can write it, customize it according to the requirement. What are your goals? Write them in coherence with the company goals. Which industry can help fulfill your goals? Again, find out the relevance of your skills with the product or growth of the company which you are applying for. To which all industries your skill sets fits. In how you are multitasking. Are your skills multifaceted to fit in 2 or more industries? So if you can apply at the same time for 2 or more industries, that you can ask yourself, is your skill set apt for the job profile you are applying for? At times it may also happen that some job may seem you fascinating, but when you start writing your skills and the prerequisite of the job, they don't match. So if you are writing answers of these questions, this will help you to find the right job profile for yourself. This was from our side about cover letter. So this time when you will be drafting your cover letter, ensure that you have drafted it separately for all the applications. Thank you. Have a good day.